More than 175 people attended the 3-day Battered Mothers Custody Conference, hoping to find a solution to what they call a broken system. Heather Boltz attends the 7th annual Battered Mothers Custody Conference both as a victim's advocate and a victim.
I was involved in some litigation after my ex-husband assaulted me, and that litigation resulted in, I had custody of our daughters, and the court continued to allow him to come around me, and what would happen is he would continue to assault me. And the court was not protecting me.
Fearing for her safety and that of her children, she felt she had no choice but to leave Albany County with her 2 daughters. Because her ex-husband was never convicted of domestic abuse, after she left the area, courts awarded him custody of their children. He has since taken the girls down to Florida, where Boltz says she's been barred by him from seeing them. That was 5 years ago. Hers is just one of the many stories shared during the conference.
As a group who is concerned with the safety and protection of children and battered women, what are we going to do about it? And so we talked about a lot of different proposals and initiatives, both for individual cases and to reform the system.
It's so often thought of as a woman's issue, but it really is a man's issue. It's important that men take a role in ending domestic violence.
Many at the conference say the family court system needs help and would like to see changes made nationwide.
A lot of times, what you get is almost like competing jurisdictions. So in my case, I would get a restraining order from criminal court, and then family court would step in and say to my husband, well, at the time husband, that he could have contact with our daughters, which the restraining order from criminal court would say no.
Rensselaer County District Attorney Richard McNally, who was not at the conference, does recognize that things need to be done to fix the system. Their county was one of the first in the state to introduce an integrated court docket. Instead of having competing cases in criminal and family courts, everything is tied together with one Supreme Court judge. While it might slow down the process, it makes it easier for victims of domestic violence to seek justice. Governor Patterson is also trying to help by signing bills that help domestic violence victims, including one last year that requires courts to show how incidents of domestic violence affected their custody and visitation rulings. And although Patterson's legislation is too late to help Boltz, she knows others will benefit from it.
It didn't help me. It's not retroactive, but it will hopefully help other women.
This mix of mothers, lawyers, and others hope to work with the courts to find a solution that's fair for everyone. In Colony, Megan Eaton, Capitol News.